Act 3 is divided into mainly 6 scenes. There are mainly 6 scenes in Act 3. Let's go into each scene and let's get what are the main things happening. I'll just tell them like a story. Okay, I'm not gonna give a detailed line to line or word to word explanation. I'll just give a quick story so that you could remember and know what is taking place in which scene. Okay, I can't say that this one video is enough to write your whole exam. No, after watching this video, what I have to do is go through this workbook. Macbeth workbook is there available in many places, and go through this workbook. Just read, no need to understand, no need to not understanding, no need to think, no need to question why is it happening and all. It's literature. Whatever happens, anything can happen. It's magical word, literature. So don't think too much, just read everything. Every day I will do the same before going to, we know that we all read before exam, one day of exam itself. So you just go through it, every line you just read, it will be in your mind. Just read loud enough that you could hear. It is best thing to read. Okay, after listening to this, know what are the plots happening in scene 1, scene 2, scene 3, scene 4, scene 5, and scene 6. Then go through this workbook. It's important. I'm telling you, it's mandatory. Go through this workbook. This is the only work you have after listening to this. Okay, let's dive into each scene. Let me give a quick review of scene 1. What's happening? What's the main event happening in scene 1? So, scene 1 takes place in Scotland. Of course, in Scotland, in front of palace, forest. Forest is the palace where it takes place. Where the opening scene is like this. There is no connectivity between Act 2 and Act 3 because they never. Shakespeare is not nowhere mentioned that Macbeth has how he has become the king, the process, everything did not. Nothing is mentioned here. So it's a direct jump from Act 2 to Act 3. So it starts with Banquo. You know Banquo, right? Macbeth and Banquo were generals of Scotland. They are the most powerful person after the king. Okay. So Banquo, it starts with Banquo is in a soliloquy. Soliloquy basically means talking to oneself. Like I'm talking now, I'm talking in front of the camera, no one is present here. So this is soliloquy. I can say in one way. After you see, this is not soliloquy. This is explanation video. So yeah, soliloquy means talking to oneself. We will call them mad also. Yeah, that is soliloquy. Banquo is in soliloquy. He's saying about witches' prophecies. That is, he's talking about Macbeth. You have to know these prophecies mainly. That there are when Macbeth and Banquo meets witches for first time, witches make prophecies for both Macbeth and Banquo. Okay, the prophecies goes like this. For Macbeth, witches says that you are Thane of Glamis, which he was already. He was already Thane of Glamis. Next, the prophecy they say is Thane of Cawdor. Thane of Cawdor. When they were in war, they were fighting against the old Thane of Cawdor. The old Thane of Cawdor was killed by Macbeth. Okay, the old Thane of Cawdor went against his own country and went revolted against Duncan. So Macbeth killed the old Thane of Cawdor, and due to this, Duncan, the king, was happy and he announced him as Thane of Cawdor, which Macbeth was not aware when the witches made the prophecy. Okay, you should know this. When the witches made the prophecy, Macbeth was not aware that the Thane of Cawdor is given to him. Okay, then the third prophecy is the king hereafter. The Thane of Glamis, Thane of Cawdor, the king hereafter. These are the 3 prophecies made by witches. 3 witches. Each witches make one prophecy to Macbeth. Okay. And this middle one, the Thane of Cawdor, is the one which gave a seed of hope in Macbeth. Because when he returned to the king, when he got to know that he's Thane of Cawdor because he defeated the old Thane of Cawdor, he was very happy that, oh yes, the witch's prophecy is true, coming true. So he was very happy and he was ready to fulfill his third prophecy, that is the king hereafter. So the Thane of Cawdor, the second prophecy, made the way for him to kill the King Duncan. Okay, that will come next. Now, for now, Banquo, it starts with Banquo. He was in Soliloquy saying that Macbeth, you have achieved all you wanted. You have fulfilled the Thane of Cawdor, Thane of Glamis, and the king hereafter. And Banquo says that he is afraid that Macbeth has did false means. He somewhere has doubt that Macbeth is the reason for killing King Duncan. He somewhere has doubt, but he also says that he doesn't want to think much about it and he will let it go, because the witches made a prophecy for him also. For Banquo, the witches said that you will be the father of kings, father of coming kings. So it means that Banquo's children will be the kings hereafter. After Macbeth, all the children of Banquo will be kings. This is the prophecy made for Banquo. So Banquo says that I don't want to fulfill my prophecy by doing any false means, but I doubt that Macbeth, you have killed the King Duncan. He says this, and he says that let me not talk about this. I don't want to go into any false means. Let me face whatever comes into my faith. I'm ready to accept it. If it does not come, I'm not gonna do any false means to fulfill my prophecy. He says this because he's not ready to kill anyone and fulfill his prophecy like Macbeth did. Okay. Next, we can see the scene going further where Macbeth is accompanied by Lady Macbeth and all his generals walk into the palace. They all walk into the palace, which shows that Macbeth is already the king. He has already become the king because he killed Duncan, which me and you guys know, but nobody else knows that Macbeth killed King Duncan. Because he has blamed Duncan's son, Malcolm and Donalbain, is blamed to kill their own father. So, and because their sons fled, they ran away from the country because they were scared that they were also about to be killed. They were scared after their father died. Malcolm and Donalbain were scared that someone will kill them also. So they ran away. Malcolm ran away to England while Donalbain ran away to Ireland. Okay, England and Ireland. Malcolm was eldest son. Donalbain was youngest son, okay, of Duncan. They both ran away from the country after the murder of Duncan, their father. So, Macbeth framed them in such a way that he blamed all the blames to their sons that they killed their own father. Okay. So, this scene takes place where Macbeth comes into castle and is already the king. So, because after the king, there should be some party, right? So, to have a party, that is called banquet. They make a party like banquet where they will announce to their friends officially and they give party and all such things. So, Macbeth and Lady Macbeth were speaking about this banquet thing where they are arranging the party for the day evening, and Macbeth invites Banquo to come and join his party tonight, and Banquo says that he will follow the king's order. He is faithful to the king and he will follow the order and he will be there in the banquet. Macbeth goes further and asks Banquo what are the plans for today. Asks Banquo what he will do whole day, where he's going out, whether he's staying, where he's staying. He just tried to dig in everything. So we'll get to know why he's doing that. He asks Banquo, what are the plans for you today? So Banquo says, I have some work, so me and my son will be going somewhere far to do my work. Work is not mentioned. For some work, he and his son is going to run some errands, and they will come within time. If the horse goes slow or if something due to some circumstances, if he comes late, he asks if I may come late, but I will come to the banquet. It may be little late. So he says that. And Macbeth so cleverly digs in the details about what Banquo is gonna do for that day. Because then he speaks about Malcolm and Donald Ben Duncan's sons are hiding in Ireland and England, and they are not coming and taking the punishment for killing their father. They talk about this. Then all dispatches like Duncan, not Duncan, Banquo and his son goes to their work. Then Macbeth will be there. Lady Macbeth also goes. All the nobles, everyone goes. They get separated to their own works. Then we can see Macbeth is in soliloquy now. Okay, Macbeth is alone and is talking to himself. So Macbeth says like this. He addresses that he is very proud of Banquo's behavior because Banquo was such a good man. He was praised by all the countrymen there. So he was very happy, and not happy, he was jealous of Banquo because Banquo was such a good person. He was liked by all the people. He says that he envies Banquo. He likes his character, and he is also at the same time scared of his good nature. He's scared of his good nature because he has killed Duncan, and that thing should not come out because Banquo was present while prophecy was given by witches. So he doubts that, he suspects that Banquo would know that he has killed the Duncan. So he says that he's scared of good nature of Banquo, and also he envies Banquo. Why? Because Macbeth is placed a crown of unfulfilled crown, that is fruitless crown. Fruitless crown is mentioned in the drama. Macbeth is given fruitless crown. Why is it fruitless? Because Macbeth's children, grandchildren are not gonna be the kings, because the prophecy goes like Banquo's sons and children and grandchildren will be the kings after Macbeth. So he says that by any ways, if I want to face the destiny, then let me face it. By any means, by doing anything, I will make my children and my grandchildren the kings. So it decides that he will kill Banquo and his son as well. Okay, Lawrence, his son Lawrence and Banquo as well. Macbeth decides to kill them. Then there enters assassins. You can use the word assassins or murderers. Assassins is more standard word. They're basically murderers hired by Banquo, where he will be influencing the assassins. Macbeth, there will come two murderers. Okay, two murderers will come. He will say to them that I've already talked about Banquo, and Macbeth influences them to kill Banquo because he blames everything. Like he says the murderers that Banquo is the reason for you to stay in this position. You are in a very low position in society. You don't have money. You don't have any fame in this society, in this country. It's all because of Banquo. He blames Banquo for murderers not being successful in their life, and he manipulates them in such a way that they should kill Banquo. Okay, he manipulates them. He says many things, and he manipulates them in such a way that the murderers say themselves that even though my life, I have to spend my life to kill Banquo, that is okay for me. I'll give my life to kill Banquo. He prepares the murderers in such a way, and he says that you go now. The Banquo and his son will come at this time. He will give particular time when they will come, and he says that go and murder them and bring me good news, and I will instruct you further. He says that, and he sends the murderers off. This is the things happening in scene 1 mainly. These things happens. Firstly, Banquo is in soliloquy. He says about the prophecies and that he's not ready to kill anyone to fill his destiny. Okay, next there comes the court scene where Lady Macbeth invites everyone for banquet. Then the third comes Macbeth's soliloquy, very says about his fear for Banquo, where he is scared of Banquo's good nature and where he decides to kill Banquo and Fleance. Next comes the scene, the conversation between murderers and Macbeth, where Macbeth influences the murderers to kill Banquo and Fleance that day itself. So these are the four main events happening in scene 1. Remember these four main events, okay? Next, let's dig into scene 2.